discrimination, period.
Exactly.
And saying you can't say anything about a certain group is discrimination.
And our TV commercials and our sitcoms have now moved to portraying the white American male as a buffoon, have the intellect of about a 9-year-old. All he's concerned about is playing games and taking Viagra. That's what our culture has displayed the white American male as.
Exactly. They can't beat up on blacks or women or other groups, but every commercial you see, there's a guy tripping over his own feet, and the woman is the smart one in the family. Why do they do that? Because the women are the ones that spend the money in the grocery store, and women kind of like to chuckle at men anyway, so it's a nice in for them. But as you say, they portrayed the white male as being some kind of a annoying thing you have to have around.
And just like anyone critical of the policies of Israel is suddenly an anti-Semite.
Exactly, yeah. Right. The blacks and the Jews have isolated themselves from criticism, completely isolated themselves. It's just remarkable.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. The blacks do deserve some criticism. The community I came from up north, the blacks represented in a neighborhood of 6% of the county population, and they represented 92% of the jail inmates. Down here in Mecklenburg County, it's about the same thing. Well, 70% of black children are born out of wedlock, but you can't say anything. Oh, you can't say anything.
Well, as you had mentioned earlier, the pushing of the drugs, I mean, it's documented that the CIA was directly involved in the promotion of crack cocaine, specifically in South Los Angeles in the 80s with Highway Ricky Ross. They were supplying him cocaine, of course, it went back to the Iran-Contra affair to support the Contra rebels.
Dave, we've got another phone call, and Ty's telling us we've got one more break we have to take today, but I certainly do appreciate what you said, and I agree with you. That's some very thought-provoking information. But feel free to call back again, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, you're on the Real News.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about radio, and I just appreciate what you guys do out there. Broadcast radio. If it wasn't for radio and internet, there would be nothing with the truth movement. I listened to radio for 18 years, and because I got tired of TV, honestly. And the only choice I had was Rush Limbaugh. You know?
Yeah.
But at least it got me thinking into a certain way of things. And I got satellite radio, and of course, honestly, what got me into this stuff was listening to like George Norrie, and he'd have Alex Jones come on,
Oh, yeah.
And I've heard this kind of stuff for years, and I was like, well, for the past at least 10 years, I'm like, well, that's X-Files kind of stuff. But as I got to thinking, the stuff they're talking about, like Alex Jones, it is real.
It is real. Unfortunately, most people stick their head in the sand, and they can't face the true reality, the fact that George W. Bush is a Skull and Bones member, part of a satanic cult.
Bohemian Grove.
Member of Bohemian Grove. It's real. Look it up on the internet. Drive to it. It's there. Our government's been involved in false flag events all through its history. Sad but true. I wish it wasn't this way, but I agree with you, caller.
All you have to do is live through 2 administrations, and you see it's all the same thing.
Absolutely.
2 parties, but really one.
People blame it on the president, or that he's just the spokesperson, but it's always, every administration, it's always the same people that come in the background, and that's what people don't understand.
That's exactly correct. He's just a spokesman for, people that we probably don't even know about in the background. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a moron that can't articulate your words correctly like George Bush, or if you're intellectual like Barack Obama. It doesn't matter.
The Obama administration is the perfect example of just the musical chairs in the administration. We're seeing Clinton administration part 2. We're not the only change we're seeing is just musical chairs, and I agree. The president's nothing more than a mouthpiece, and we've just seen the rotation of the puppet. Things are not going to get better. It's going to be more of the same.
No, look at the connection with Robert Gates throughout the administrations, and the big new Brzezinski is always in the background somewhere too.
Absolutely. Zabrinsky, of course, was linked directly to the creation of the Mujahideen in Afghanistan, which of course later turned into Al-Qaeda. And you tell people that, oh, that's just crazy. We didn't create Al-Qaeda. Yes, we did.
You try to tell people that in '52 Iran had a democratically elected president, Mossadegh, and the CIA deposed him and ushered in their puppet, the Shah. And the American people don't know this because they don't know any true history.
That's why they hate us, because the Shah killed, thousands of people that were against him, and we would hate a country that did that to us also.
And the United States government going around the world can't keep their great big nose out of everybody else's business. They don't come here because we're rich and free. They come here because we go there. If they come here at all, they hate us because we incite hatred from them.
If your family gets blown up, there's a chance you're going to be a little bit resentful about that.
Well, caller, I'll give you the last word. We've got to take another break, and we've got about 6 minutes left. So I'll give you the last word. Say whatever you'd like to, and certainly do appreciate you calling in today.
Yeah, I just want people to look at those in administrations, look behind the people that are behind the president. Those are the people who are making decisions, whether it's Zbigniew Brzezinski, Rahm Emanuel, or Dick Cheney. People don't understand that, and that's why they get frustrated at the political system.
Absolutely, I agree 100%.
Thank you very much, caller. Okay, we're going to go to a break, and we might be able to squeeze in another phone call, 704-873-1400, 336-499-0681. The website's therealnewsradio.com, and our email is onair@therealnewsradio.com. If you email us, we will read it on the air if we have time, and send us videos or anything like that you would like for